G'day, it's Pete here, and I'm back for Hand of the Week. Well, at least part 2. So last Friday I gave you a question about what shapes are you actually expecting in this auction. So I'll just bring up the hand again, repeat the auction and the timing of the auction. I think this is very important. So I went 1 spade past 3 hearts, which I alerted. My right hand opponent doubled this. It went pass. Left hand opponent asked what the bidding was. I said it was a fit showing jump, showing hearts and spades. They then thought for a while and bid 4 clubs. And then it went 4 diamonds pass, 4 spades, all pass. We then got a diamond lead and I got to see this. So we posed some question of what shapes do we actually expect for the other hands? And then subsequently, how do you want to play the hand? So a few of the questions that we have is, why did the opponents bid 4 clubs and not 4 diamonds? Why didn't we get a heart lead? Why am I allowed to be playing in 4 spades, and why did they not bid more? Okay, so these are some of the questions that I had running through my mind. So my reasoning here, we'll go through. So first of all, the opponents were trying to play in a 6-card club fit at the 4 level, which means they had a bidding misunderstanding. This is it's very well known to me that they've had a bidding misunderstanding. East doubled before asking what the 3 hearts was. West bid 4 clubs after the knowledge of it. So if it went 1 spade past 3 hearts double, with 3 hearts being alerted, the most common type of thing that your double would be is like, I have hearts, lead directing double for hearts. Okay, but when the opponents are showing hearts, you don't really want to have that as what your meaning is, so therefore the correct assumption of take out double is good. So East has hearts, so straight away I can place East with good hearts. Now they don't, I saw some people say that they've got lots of the points. They don't actually need that many of the points, they just need to say, I actually like hearts. But the question is, why did they not bid diamonds, and why did we not get a heart lead anyway? So if East had 5 hearts, how many hearts would that give the other hand? That'd have 1. Now, regardless of the lead directing double or not, they would be leading their singleton heart nearly all the time. So straight away, I know East doesn't have 5 hearts. They've either got 4 hearts or they've got 6 hearts. Okay, so West has either 2 hearts or 0 hearts, because otherwise we would be getting a heart lead because they had a singleton. So straight away, hearts not 5-1. Next is, why did they still not bid diamonds? They bid clubs. So we know West took some time over the double about choosing what to bid. And the most likely explanation for this is they've got equal length in the minors. So straight away I'm thinking West is either 4-4 in the minors or 5-5 in the minors. Okay, because otherwise, they would have picked diamonds if diamonds were longer, and they took some time. If they just had 5 clubs and 4 diamonds, then they would be making a quicker bid because they know that they want to play in clubs. So when they don't know if they want to play in clubs or not, they were thinking for a little bit of time, so I figured that they were equal length. So the next question is, are they 5-5 in the minors or 4-4 in the minors? So if they were 5-5 in the minors and their partner said, please bid a minor at the 4 level, I've got a takeout, and you have 5-5, there is no way I'd be letting the opponents play in 4 spades. I would be bidding 4 no trumps, pick a minor, and off to the races I'd be, even if I don't have that many points, because it would be a good sacrifice anyway. So at this stage I ruled out West having 5-5 in the minors, because otherwise they would have not let me play in 4 spades, even if they had a bad hand, because they would have had so much distribution and their partner said please bid at the 4 level. So they would have bid 5 and taken a sacrifice rather than just letting me play in 4 clubs, or rather than just letting themselves play in 4 clubs. So what does this mean? I now think that West is 4-4 in the minors, which gives them 5 cards in the majors. We know East has hearts, but West doesn't have a singleton heart. So for me, it looks like West has a doubleton heart. So right away, I think West is a 3-2-4-4 shape, because to me, that's the only thing consistent with this. With the right-hand opponent, that would leave them with 1 spade and 2 clubs, which leaves them a 1 a 1, 4, 6, 2 shape, which is also consistent with good hearts. So we know the ace of hearts is offside, so I got 2 heart losers. We don't know where the king of clubs is, but we know that East has a singleton spade. So what this means is for me to pick up the spade suit, there's only 2 ways that I can actually pick up this spade suit, which is that if East has singleton queen, in which case it doesn't matter what I do, or if East has singleton 10. Now if I've got singleton 10, I can pick up the spade suit as follows. So I won the ace of diamonds and led a low spade to the 10 and then ran the jack of spades. Okay, and we got that part right. So the next question is, what do we want to do from here? Because we've still got a fair bit of work. I've got 2 heart losers, I've got 2 club losers, and a diamond loser that I have to deal with, and I've only got 1 trump. Okay, so at this stage, what I thought is, I want to play west for the king of clubs, because that's the only real way that I can reduce my losers in clubs. So if I can lead towards the queen jack of clubs, they can either hop up with the king. Now I've got my queen jack and my ace, and I'm down to 1 loser. I can also ruff my diamond loser, but that's it, I'll be out of trumps. So should I play a low club now? So if I play a low club now, West can hop in with the king, and then they can play heart, heart, and another heart and get a trump promotion. So because they can get a trump promotion, I can't actually do that. Now notice I can't play East for the king of clubs, because if I lead the queen of clubs, that would get covered. So I go queen, king, ace, and I'd have 2 club losers, and I still can't trump them. So this brings me to the next issue, which means I have to actually draw the trump, because I'm afraid of the heart promotion from them, the trump promotion from them playing in hearts. So here I now played a spade to the queen, and at this stage I'm in the wrong hand, because I want to lead the low club towards the queen jack, which means the only thing that I can do is come out a heart. But at this stage, we'll open it up. For me, it's basically full information of where I want all the cards to be. Doesn't mean I know where all the cards are. I don't know that West has the king of clubs. I don't know about the diamonds, but I do know about the good hearts here. Now, at this stage, I am still currently off, even though I've picked the hands this well, because I can lead a small heart and say East wins the jack. They can come out the king of diamonds, which I have to ruff. I can come out a low club, which West wins with the queen, the king, and they play another diamond, which I use my final trump. And at this stage, I'm stuck in the wrong. Like, I've got all my club winners, but my entries, my communications are done. I think. So, like, what they can do: heart, jack. And the reason is they're not going to duck this. They don't know that don't have the 10 of hearts. So here, I get to ruff, and I'm still in the wrong hand again, and I can pull another heart, and if they win, I get to ruff once, club, they get to win the king, and then they tap me again, and I can't untangle this. But something good can happen from here. So first of all, what I would have set up with is, if East actually did put in the jack and the queen of hearts, I have a ruffing finesse position with this king 9, which means I could lead the king of hearts out when I'm over there and take a ruffing finesse if I've got the entries. But unfortunately, don't have the entries or the trumps to do that. So here I would ruff and lead a low club, and they hop in with the king, and now I'm down because I can't untangle this club suit, unfortunately. But one of the good things is, while I have full information about this hand, my opponents don't. So let's backtrack to this point here, where I'm in this hand. When I pull a small heart away from this, they're going to hop in. But the other thing is, they have the information from the bidding where their partner bid clubs. And their partner led a highish diamond, and they don't know that this king of diamonds is going to drop my singleton queen. They don't have that information. I do. So understanding that your opponents don't have the same information as you can lead them to making mistakes. So what happened on the actual hand is, when I led a low heart, they then switched to the 10 of clubs, and now I'm just home. Went 10 of clubs to the king, and I have all the trumps in the world to untangle it from here. And I made 10 tricks on this hand. So I thought this one was a pretty cool hand, because you could work out the exact shape from the bidding and the timing of the bidding and the misunderstanding that the opponents had. Then that allowed me to get to the point where I got to pick up trumps, even though I was still cold off. But realizing that my opponents didn't have the exact same information as me made it a lot harder for them to defend and find the forcing defense to try and take me off. Whereas when they switched to a club, they let me have it. And realizing that your opponents can make mistakes is very, very important. So here, using the information about the shape, allowing you to pick up the trumps, and then just putting the opponents in, well, they could still technically beat you. It was a tricky defense for them to find, and they didn't actually find it. So I managed to make 10 tricks. So hope you enjoyed this hand and liked the found it really interesting about trying to piece together what the hidden shapes were and why. So quick recap. I knew hearts weren't 5-1 because I would have got a heart lead. I thought diamonds were I thought left-hand opponent was equal length in the minors because I took some time before choosing which minor to bid or to bid at all. I didn't think they were 5-5 in the minors because otherwise they would have sacrificed. Because if your partner wanted you to bid a minor at the 4 level and you had 5-5 in the minors, you would have bid 5 of it or 4 no trumps or something. So I placed them with 4-4 in the minors. So that left them this shape, which then meant the only spade position I could pick up is singleton 10 or singleton queen. Singleton queen, it doesn't matter how I play it, but with singleton 10 I have to pull a small spade towards the ace and then finesse on the way back. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this hand of the week part 2, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.